Daniel Ricciardo has been released from his contract with McLaren 1 year early. He admits that his time with the team was a disaster, citing his poor performance, conflicts with the team, and defeat at the hands of the young talent Lando Norris. Despite his victory with the team at Monza in 2021, Ricciardo recognizes that his time with McLaren has exposed his weaknesses as a driver. He has theories as to why things went so badly for him. Ricciardo's ability to adapt. Ricciardo has admitted that he is not adaptable enough, which is a trait of the elite drivers that consistently excel in the sport. His stint with McLaren exposed this weakness and showed that he is part of a secondary group of drivers who need things to go their way in order to tap into their ultra-high peaks. In 2021, Ricciardo struggled with the McLaren's braking technique and the way the car needed to be manipulated in order to get the rear rotated properly. Despite some progress, he was never able to fully overcome this issue. In 2022, the McLaren car continued to behave strangely under braking despite the team's need to adjust to the new regulation changes. Ricciardo found it difficult to adjust to this. As a result, he has not been as fast as Norris and has often felt like he is driving the car in a reactive state. These struggles have led Ricciardo to carefully consider his options for the 2023 season and might be one of the main reasons he decided to accept the team's choice to replace him with Oscar Piastri. Norris's extraordinary performance. Ricciardo feels that he needs reassurance of his abilities as a driver because he was not able to do as well as Norris with the McLarens. He could see what Norris could do with the data and onboards, but he couldn't replicate it. In races, he would sometimes be a second slower than Norris during a stint and have no idea why. He believes that Norris is very talented and in tune with the technical side of the sport, but he also has an ignorance that allows him to be more in tune with the way the McLaren is driven than how it should be driven. This has led to Norris being able to adapt to McLaren's new car for the 2022 season, while the 8-time race winner has continued his lackluster performance. McLaren's bad-performing car. Ricciardo's professional relationship with McLaren has ended, resulting in negative impacts for both parties. The McLaren team not scoring points and losing fourth in the Constructors' Championship to Alpine in 2022 is largely due to Ricciardo constantly finishing outside the points on race weekends and Ricciardo's reputation being muddied by his bad performance at the team. There have been disagreements about how the situation was handled, with Ricciardo's attempts to direct McLaren towards improving the car's performance. McLaren's prioritization of wind tunnel data over driver input has been a large factor in the car's subpar performance. This often resulted in a clash between Ricciardo and the team, with the driver wanting to change the direction the team takes with developing the car, but the team standing by the data gathered from the wind tunnels. This undeniably contributed to the car not being in line with Ricciardo's driving style. Despite these issues, both sides have praised each other's professionalism as they part ways ahead of the 2023 season. With his return to Red Bull as a reserve driver, there are many talks about Ricciardo replacing Sergio Perez at the end of 2023, despite the Mexican's 2-year contract extension. Will Red Bull give Ricciardo a chance to re-establish himself as one of Formula One's best drivers? If so, is Ricciardo prepared to compete against an old teammate who has already won 2 world championships and solidified his place as the #1 driver? Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment with your thoughts on Ricciardo's performance at McLaren.